You cannot wait for people to tell you who you can become. You have to decide that by yourself. You cannot just wait for people to see the potential in you and to tell you, oh, I think you could become really good at this thing. I think you're worth this. I think you're good enough for that. You have to make that decision by yourself. You have to put in the work to become that person. And then the fun part comes. You get to demand how much you deserve for doing that thing or for being that person. But this is your decision. This is for no one else to decide. So when we are in life waiting for people to notice how great we are at different things, we're waiting for them to notice how great we could become at doing that thing, at being that person, at taking on that project, when we're waiting for other people to notice that and to tell us, yes, you would be great for that, and to give us permission to start on the journey of becoming that person, we are giving our power away, and we are letting them, random people out there in the world, take control of the person that we can become. And we're also allowing them to take control of how much we demand for ourselves, how much we believe we are worth, how much we want to charge for stuff that we do, how we want to be validated, how we want to be compensated. We cannot let other people decide something so important as who is the person that we're going to become and how much we get to charge for that. I think it's quite sad when I hear people say, well, you know, my manager or this colleague or that person, they don't appreciate me, or they don't see that I'm doing this. They don't see that I'm working this hard. And so, I don't know, they haven't said anything to me. I don't know, maybe I will get a raise. Maybe they will notice the hard work that I am doing. And it sounds to me energetically as if all of the power is put on the other person. And the harsh reality is that people won't notice your potential until you actually start exploiting that potential. You have to believe in yourself before anybody else does. It doesn't matter how much more experienced the people around you are. It doesn't matter if you look up to them. That's all great. But the decision needs to come from us. We have to decide who is that person that we want to become, and we have to put in the work to become that person. The reality is that we are human beings, and as much as this doesn't sound very nice and we don't like to admit it, we are all egocentric in some way. Everything that we do because it's benefiting us. Even if you are doing something nice for another person in order for them to feel good, at the core, you feel good about yourself when you're being a good person to someone else. When you decide to spend your time with another person, you're spending time with that other person because you like that other person, because you have fun with that other person. When you decide to be in a relationship with someone, and even when you fall in love, you fall in love with the way in which you feel when you are with that other person. So as much as that doesn't sound very nice or very elevated, we are human beings and we do things for ourselves, even when we think that we're doing those things for other people. This doesn't mean that we don't care about other people. What it means is that at the core, we are self-driven. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is that nobody else is going to pay so much attention to your own journey as you can do for yourself. There is no manager, no boss, no colleague that is going to be putting more of their attention on your journey than they're putting on theirs. Even if they are a great manager, even if they are a great person, if they cannot perceive where you want to go, in which direction you want to head. What are the things that make you feel excited? What are those areas where you're thriving? If they cannot perceive that because you're not showing that to them, they cannot help you. Nobody is a mind reader. So this is not to say that you are alone in your journey. This is not to say that the people around you will not support you. They will if they are the right people. But the decision to demand something and to choose your future is up to you. And you have to be the one that is paying attention and noticing day in and day out, what are the areas that I love the most? What is the kind of person that I want to become? When I look up to other people, why do I look up to those other people? Who do I want to become more like? What are the different things that I appreciate in different people? And what can I take from them? And how can I bring myself to be a little bit more like that in every little thing that I do in my day? You will notice if you do this sooner than later that you have made a decision to become that person, and it indeed happens. It's very easy to demand what you believe you're worth when you know what that is. It's very easy to demand that when you have clarity around that. But when you don't know what that is because you're hoping that someone else will notice that you're good at this, but you're not sure because you know you're so inexperienced and you haven't done it for a while, but maybe they will notice and maybe they will offer the possibility. When you are in that energetic state, you are just waiting. You are waiting for the most important decisions in your life to be taken by someone else. And that is not fair to you. I don't care who you are. I don't care how inexperienced you are. It is never too early or too late to decide who you want to become tomorrow. It is never too early or too late to decide who you want to be in 1 year and to track backwards until this moment. What is it that you have to be doing tomorrow in order to become that person? It is not too early or too late. You're not too inexperienced to go out and look for support and talk to the person that is more suitable for you to talk to and ask for help in choosing what are the next things that I have to do in order for me to become this person that I believe that I want to become. It's not about being alone. It's not about doing everything by yourself. It's about taking responsibility for knowing, paying attention, what are the areas in which you want to grow, and then making a decision that you will indeed become that person. The clarity that comes with that is so expansive because it's opening up doors for you and it's allowing you to demand what you're worth. It puts you in control. It puts you in the driver's seat. So often we put our focus on the wrong place. We start doing something and we want people to notice the work that we're putting in right away, as if other people are obsessed with what we're doing, as if we are the center of attention for other people. We are not. Other people are focusing on themselves. We have to be crystal clear on what is the reason or what are the reasons why I am doing this thing. And those reasons cannot be for someone to notice them tomorrow. The reason why you're doing something cannot be for an external person to notice that on the next day. The reason why you do something needs to be because it either makes you happy, it brings you joy right now, or it's going to bring you joy in the future by opening doors for you. It's that simple. It has to have an impact on your life. It has to have an impact on your joy, on your mood, on your well-being. And that impact may happen today, it may happen tomorrow, in a week, or it may happen a few years from now. And that is for us to decide. And that's why sometimes we do things that are hard right now because they're not going to bring instant gratification. They're going to open up doors later on. And that motivation, that reasoning is what makes us feel at peace when we're doing something that's uncomfortable because we know at the core why we're doing it. But if the reason why we're doing something is for people to think that we're nice tomorrow, for people to notice how hard we're working, we're going to be really disappointed because we are not the center of attention of other people. People are stressed, they're focusing on themselves, they are not paying attention to us, they don't care. So we have to take control of why is it that we're doing what we're doing. It has to be aligned with our own mission, and we have to be okay with other people not noticing it. Now, when it comes to demanding how much we deserve for the work that we're putting in, for the kind of person that we're being, whether that's at work or in a relationship, we need to be able to justify that by keeping a track record of the actions that we have taken. And if we have been truthful to ourselves, and if we have been acting day in and day out accordingly to that vision that we have for ourselves, it's going to be very easy to justify why we need or why we deserve what we're demanding. And it's not going to be about, I hope that you notice it, I hope you believe it, I hope that you notice it. No. It's black or white. It's saying, hey, this is the person that I am. This is the person that I've become. This is what I've been working on. This is how I have showed up in this relationship, in this friendship, in this project, in this whatever it is. This is how I have showed up because this is the person that I decided that I wanted to be. And this is who I have become now. And this is what I deserve now. And I'm going to have it. Whether that is here, in this current environment, in this current situation, or it's going to be somewhere else. But I have already become that person. This is who I am now. So you either give me what I deserve, or I'm just going to go find it somewhere else. So my invitation for you today is to remember that you're in control, that you get to decide who you want to become, and you get to do every day whatever it is that you need to do in order to become that person. Because you know what? You are going to be able to demand what is it that you deserve when you become that person, and nobody is going to be able to tell you that that's not true, as long as you are true to yourself in the journey and you have a way to show and to prove that that is actually who you are.